York City, New York, Knicks. If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, ball. We are not stopping, aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange, and everybody starving. Hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back. Oh yeah, we back. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we New York City, New York, Knicks. If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back.
Forbes and Phillips in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the organic podcast.
Sounds like it's about to go down in here.
Going down.
New York City, NYC,
MSG stand up.
Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. This is for the win. We want the Knicks.
Que lo que, mi gente, what's good, what's popping, what it is, what it's like, konnichiwa, ni hao, que pasa, USA. Welcome back to the Organic Fanatics. What up, Knicks family worldwide? We appreciate y'all joining.
Yeah.
All right, now we back at it. Let's go around, give a little round of applause and see who's out here with the family. Welcome back to the Organic Knicks fam. So we got my brother, the 2/3 here. New Knicks, talk to him, sir. Que lo que?
Yo, am I coming in clear? Y'all can hear me?
Loud and clear, sir.
Salute, Knicks family. What's poppin', everybody? Yeah, I mean, welcome home. Here with my brothers, getting ready to chop it up about our team, our city, our squad. You know how we do.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Welcome in. And we got back again, el primo, el machetazo, the man.
Yeah,
What up,
Freestyle
guys?
Friday. You know what it is? Freestyle Fridays, baby. Let's go. Some Knicks biz.
We got a lot of chop it up. If you watch and you see what's out there for the little picture we got out there, we got a lot of news happening out there. But we're gonna recap first of all Brooklyn.
Please, excuse me. Well, Castle King.
Do it.
Please, everybody like and subscribe. You know, we want to get the algorithms going.
Yo,
Follow, like, share, subscribe. Yeah, I mean, you know the vibes.
You know the vibes. You know what it is. You guys out there, we appreciate it. We see you. You know you're in there looking. You know it's you. We got ways of knowing. Chat, comment, say something. Get back.
Hey, we trying to get a fucking
at least five.
at least 5,000 subscribers by the end of December. Help us. You know what I mean? They do call me the exaggerator.
Primeramente Dios.
Yeah, God willing. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Facts.
Yeah, so he wants us to get 4,700 people in 8 days. We appreciate
Facts.
you helping that out. We appreciate y'all joining just for the man. We do this for the fun, for the love of it. We family. Y'all know about us. We're Dominican family, Caribbean, Caribeño. We just passionate about our Knicks. That's why we're organic about it. We got a lot to talk about this week. A lot. But we're going to start off with the positive side of it over here. So we went against the Brooklyn Nets, as my brother, the new Knicks, called them, the Brooklyn Nets. Okay,
Nets.
The Nets. They not team. They not team.
They bugging.
Hey, they bugging. So we had a fantastic game out there. We went against the Brooklyn Nets. It was a 121 to 102 beatdown. A great game from beginning to end. There's one game that you see that it was a game that we should have won, that we handled from beginning to end. Our defense was spectacular. Our offense was spectacular on there as well. Everyone played a phenomenal game. RJ Barrett he only played 26 minutes. And in those 26 minutes, he was 5 for 11. So he was about 45% for the field, which is a good percentage. He only took 1 3-pointer. So I don't know if he's being a little timid because his three's been off a little bit, that he's scared to throw up a lot and have a bad 3-point percentage. Maybe he's overthinking it, but he only took 1 shot at the 3. He missed that one. His free throws have been phenomenal. He was 100% for the line. So he's driving, he's getting his fouls, he's doing his thing, he's getting to the line. He was 4 for 4. He's definitely helping the team out with rebounds. It was a great game for rebounds. He had 5 of them, 2 assists. He had a steal and a block. So he is getting after it actively defensively. So he's out there moving with his hands and feet. So he's out there getting some scoring out there. He only had 14 points, but he was positive 13. So in the 14 points he had, he was doing other things to help out the team. What were some of you guys' thoughts when you saw RJ Barrett? What do you think? Is he coming out of his slump? What do you guys think about RJ Barrett in that game?
Sorry, my bad. I was on muted. I think RJ Barrett, that game, the paper does show that he was a positive 13, I think you said. Yep. Yeah, I mean, and he did do a lot of other things, in this game he did do good, but he is like digressing from his threes a lot. Some aspect of his games, like you can see, is something not flowing. There's a cog in the system. Yeah, I mean, and it's really affecting the rest of the team.
Okay. And any thoughts you got on RJ in that game in general, Machete?
RJ, he didn't do too bad. I wouldn't rate him too low or too high, somewhere in the middle. He did play 26 minutes, almost 27 minutes. He's got 14 points. He's got 5 rebounds, was it? 2 assists. He got 1 steal. He still got 1 block. He was 6 for 11, which was like 46%. He was 1 for 3 points. He didn't do too bad, man. He was 13%. He was like somewhere in the middle. So he did good, despite the fact that, we still beat Brooklyn by 19 points. Brooklyn is still behind us, rating wise. So these are teams that we're beating that we should be beating. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't anything too bad. I mean, Dinwiddie tried his best always. They're a physical team, Brooklyn. Malik, not Malik, rather, Bridges didn't have too good of a game.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Bridges was off that night.
Their coach didn't have too good of a plan against Fibs. who's recently Thibodeau has been playing against elite teams on the other side, on the west side, which the west side and the NBA is supposed to be the best side, right? But Barrett didn't
Gold
do too
take.
bad. Barrett didn't. No, but no, really, no. Everybody knows that the West is supposed to be the best. So considering that Thibs played against better elite or supposedly especially the Clippers, who was a team that the first time we played the Clippers. Hello, can you hear me?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. We hear you loud and
I was
clear.
looking at the stats. I don't know if I was still online if you can still see me.
Nah,
But what I
don't
was
get
saying,
lost. We're here.
I'm sorry, Phil. But what I'm saying is that, Phil, despite that the West is still supposed to be the best, because we did play the Clippers, who's got the top 10 guys in the NBA. We played the NBA. We played the Lakers, who's got the LeBrons.
No, Mike. I was chopping your boy. I was just chopping your chops. Yeah, I mean,
What I'm saying is that
the West does have a tougher competition.
Before you guys
okay, so the West, we did play in a more competitive Western Western team. We go back to Brooklyn, who's really mediocre to lower. We beat them. We're beating the teams we're supposed to beat. Right now, we got the Bucks coming up tomorrow, so they're going to be more competitive. I don't know if we're supposed to play them now at home or away. I think we're playing them at home.
We'll get there, Mike. Mike, we'll get there. Let's hear what Dwight's take on the game is. Yeah, you're getting too ahead.
You liked RJ, so RJ's good. So let's go to Julius Randle. Julius Randle's played 34 minutes, 28 seconds. He was 9 for 20, 45% from the field. He was 0 for 4. His three is not falling either. He's not taking as many as he was before. He was 0 for 4 from the three-pointer. He's 88% from the free throw, so my guy's hitting his shots. 7 total rebounds. My bad. 5 defensive, 2 offensive, 4 assists. His assist was down, but he had 26 points and he was positive 27. Isaiah Hartenstein, who's the interim center for Mitchell Robinson, which we'll get into a little bit about that later. Ihart played 30 minutes. He was 1 for 3 for the field. I'd like to see him hit a little bit better. No three-pointer attempts. He had 10 total rebounds, 5 offensive, 5 defensive, which is huge and key. That's what we really need him for. Get the rebounds, get a second attempts. So he did a great job there. He only had 2 points in 30 minutes. I know he's not a key piece in the cog, but I would definitely like to see him get involved. But with everything he did, he also had 2 blocks. He was positive 21, so he was cooking. Dante DiVincenzo, he's been on a roll. DiVincenzo's been cooking. He's been carving his way into playing with our starters with 22 minutes. He was 9 of 15. He was 60% from the field. My boy was cooking. He took 10 threes in 22 minutes. He hit 5 of them joints. He had 8 total rebounds, 8 rebounds for a guard. So he's getting up there. He's hustling. He's trying to snatch them purses. That's what.
Snatch them purses.
Snatching the purses. Got 8 rebounds, 3 steals, and he was.
Well. That's where the snatching purses come in. Steals, snatching purses are equivalent to steals.
Yeah,
but I mean, since the step down of did Mitch go down that game or did he play that game?
No, he didn't play that game. He went down about 2 games prior to that.
All right, so since salute to the chat. Yeah, I mean, shout out to the chat.
So your point, I'll jump in on the chat there.
Jump into the chat and then I'll get back to my point.
Hey, salute Michael Drake. Appreciate you, sir. Hi, guys. How you doing? Appreciate you. And Dante has been cooking. I definitely agree. He has been kicking on, though. So we'll get a little more into Dante. Go ahead and talk about Dante.
What I was saying, Dante, Dante Hard and everybody's been stepping up since the collapse of Mitchell, us, having his presence lost. I think everybody stepped up to a higher level when it comes to that department. That's where the team comes in with the wins. You know what I mean? We're playing like a team. So we're not leaving all the load on one person. Oh, you're the center, you get the rebounds, you get this. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody's doing all a part of the same job.
Yeah, and as you said, we have 54 total rebounds, which is insane. With no Mitch, which Mitch was the majority. As you said,
That's crazy.
we're doing a team. Like everybody's playing their part. And that's why I said it was a positive negative in the situation with Mitch going down. Of course, we love our guy. Of course, we want Mitch playing. A speedy recovery again to him being out there. But that when one person goes down, it makes everybody else step their game up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else had to contribute and pick up the pace. And as Michael Drake was saying, yo, Dante DiVincenzo. I've been calling for my boy. People weren't listening. My boy's coming in, and he's taking the same amount of minutes, the same amount of shots, and not only that, but he's creating shots. So that's why I was saying the difference between him and Grimes. Not hating on him, just saying the difference in their play style.
He's a playmaker. He can make plays for himself.
That's what I was saying. Not only for him, for others too. I mean, the fact that he's getting in the lane, getting 8 rebounds as one of the smallest guards. He's 6 feet, 6'1" on a good day, with some, maybe some walking shoes or something. I don't know, maybe with some Timberlands on. He's probably 6'1", and he's out there getting 8 rebounds. He's getting steals every night. I'm telling you, he's going to be one of the steals leaders. And accurate with the shot. He's running and gunning. He's doing the JJ Redick style basketball. If you look at him, he's running around plays. He took a big page out of Steph Curry, and he's playing phenomenal.
I mean, he did have great leaders and great players. Yeah, I mean, to learn from. So I mean,
but his numbers. Phil were phenomenal, dude. He played 22 minutes, 30 seconds, had 23 points.
It's just about it.
Wait. Listen.
Go ahead. 6 rebounds.
23 points. He had 8 rebounds. He had 1 assist, 3 steals. He still had was 15 for no, hold on. He had 5 of 10 3-points. He hit 50% from the 3-point. He shot 10 3-pointers. He went for 3, got 5 3-pointers. Hold on a second. So his defensive rebounds, he had 2 offensive rebounds and 6 offensive rebounds. Had 2 turnovers. Had 2 personal fouls. 2 personal fouls was 30%.
All right, but that goes to what I was about to say. It's all about when you're contending and you hungry, you a hungry hooper, you want to be out there and be a threat. Dante DiVincenzo right next to Jalen Brunson and right next to Julius Randle. These are the threats. Although they are not A tier to the rest of the league, they're not A tier, generational players.
Bro, he only played
they wasn't like the number 1
minutes.
I'm just saying they weren't top number 1 3 picks. What I'm saying, but they doing their thing. They're a threat. They learned from great players. Julius Randle learned from the best. Kobe, Dante DiVincenzo, and Jalen Brunson before coming to the NBA and learning from great NBA players. Jalen Brunson's father, there was a little viral video that was going out with Jalen Brunson and Rick Brunson. Salute to Rick Brunson. That little viral video. They learned from the greats, bro. His father, was a great NBA point guard. He knew how to play the game. So did Curry. That's why Dante DiVincenzo learned from Curry. Curry learned from his father. So these are players that are like sponges. They're absorbing the knowledge and applying it to their game.
And even with that, as they're talking about with Dante DiVincenzo, people trying to put division between the team and like, oh, Grimes gets it. Listen, there's no if ands or buts about it. I think he would help Grimes. I think he.
It's bro. Listen, you don't even need to go into explanation.
We got
Everybody,
Knicks,
but they don't know the locker room, bro. And I'm pretty more than sure that in the locker room, bro, the way these guys are playing, it's a brotherhood, bro. They're all in the same. You feel what I'm saying? They RJ got snubbed, Jalen got snubbed. They all got chips on their shoulders.
I got that. That's what I'm saying. And but besides that, I'm saying it's an advantage for Grimes, who's a third-year player, who's you throw him into the Lions pit with all these top dogs out there, just like we did Jericho. I think having Dante starting, it gives him a look. It gives him to see what he could do better that this guy's doing. Like, maybe if I slash like how he's slashing, I see how he got into the point there. I see where he caught the ball here. I see where this I can probably work on this. It gives him something else to look at for him to improve. Go ahead.
Yeah, but like I'm saying that like for the comparison, it's like some of our fans, like we all love Obi. Yeah, I mean, but you can't compare Obi to Julius Randle. They like, yeah, I mean, it's the same thing as comparing Grimes to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's been here and he has rings. I think he might have 2 rings. Besides, he didn't win with the Bucks.
He won. I don't know if he won with.
Didn't win. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think he won with the.
Yes.
I'm not 1,000% sure. Somebody in the chat could correct me, but what I'm saying at the end of the day, yeah, we got a Statman in the background. Salute to Michael, Mike the specialist.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, definitely, man. You can't compare that. And Grimes has done his due diligence by seeking out Penny and seeking out JJ Redick. You feel what I'm saying? He's on the right path. Yeah, I mean, but there's nothing you can say. You can't. You have to be a threat at all point in time that you're playing. It's not like maybe 3 minutes I'll be a threat, then 2 minutes I won't, and then.
Yeah, he's young, and it's gonna take time for him to get that. And Angelo, what you're looking up to see is how many rings Dante DiVincenzo won if he won it with Golden State and Milwaukee. I know he got one with Milwaukee. Don't know if he got one with Golden State, which Angelo will get back to us with that. And one thing, and look, our locker room is so close. They're closer than Kenny the Jet Smith needs. All right, so that's All right, so knock need Kenny Jet Smith. Our team is closer than your knees.
Hey, relax. Kenny's from Queens.
That's right. Yeah, but Kenny is disrespecting you. And
he has, but not too heavy on Kenny. I agree. He has been a little disrespectful.
Well, we from New York.
He has been disrespectful. Kenny, listen. I think you need to recant your statement and come clean and give props where it's due.
We'll accept an apology, but we're not going to keep glossing over our fan base either, and people that keep knocking off on Julius Randle, Raptors Randle, and not giving the respect to what this guy's doing. Another All-NBA type season, another All-NBA All-Star season that he's working on. Again, 2 years in a row. The only 2 players better than him statistically, which these are facts, people, is Jokic and Embiid. The same 2 people are the only people that are doing better than him 20, 10, and 5 for career last 2-3 years. And he's making half the money that they're doing. So I want to put respect on his name. I didn't mean to just gloss over Julius Randle with his stats, who was positive 27, had the highest positive in the entire team, has been steadily giving us 20-plus points. He's being efficient as he said he was going to do. He said he was going to work on his efficiency in the podcast, Pete. He only took 20 shots and nearly hit half of them. So,
all right. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What you got to say about that?
I want to give a shout out to Knicks movement that I got this little thing that popped up on my screen. Julius Randle is the only player in NBA this season with 500 plus points, 250 plus rebounds, 125 plus assists, and 40 plus 3-pointers. give that man, the silverback gorilla, his props. You heard?
Heard? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but he got the ring. He played. He was doing his thing there. He was a key player, and then he was also a starter as a starting point guard before he had injured his knee and had surgery. So they kept him.
My bad. My bad. I thought he came in his rookie year with the Warriors and got a ring with them.
Hey, salute Keith Watkins, ATL in the building. Hot ladder.
Salute.
ATL, Nick Nation and ATL. Salute to everybody. Yeah,
Yeah, shout out.
I had to give a little shout to Kenny the Jet Smith because it didn't sit right with me. I wasn't feeling it on there. Just like
I seen it everywhere.
Just like somebody else.
Who's that?
We're gonna talk about homegirl who took shot at Jalen Brunson. Hold on, what's her name?
And who are we speaking about? Please elaborate.
What's her name again? Like in the chat, I'm having a brain fart because she ain't that important. But she was the assistant coach for the Spurs. She was on ESPN talking reckless here, which I remember her name. And someone you in the chat.
And what does she have to say?
Becky Hammond. Becky Hammond. There you go. Becky Hammond. That's what it is.
Becky Hammond.
She said, for the record, I love Jalen Brunson's game. He used to give the Spurs work when he played in Dallas. I love when undersized players give the league buckets. He's got a great mind for the game. Great mind, great feel. He has passed overall the first round. Basically, she was saying he's too small. That he's too small to be somebody great. And in order to win, you have to have big players to be your main guy. If he's your main guy,
they've been trying. That's their narrative now about size, about the New York Knicks size. The Jalen Brunson isn't big enough, tall enough, whatever his size. The Knicks size, which has been an issue. Actually, we've been talking about that since even before the season about our size. DiVincenzo, Brunson, really, because it is a fact. We can't deny it. And I like her. I like Becky Hammond. I like her. I really actually do like her reporting. And it is legitimate a little bit, but it's not true.
Mike, I would agree. I would agree. Okay. All right.
We're talking about Jalen fucking Brunson, bro. We're talking about JB, bro. We're talking about DiVincenzo, bro. We're talking about guys. Who are you talking about? What are we talking about?
But listen, I'm gonna agree with you that the media does have a witch hunt against our city and our squad. Yeah, I mean, for reasons that everyone could Google.
This has nothing to do about it.
No. But I mean,
all these guys. Who you talking about? It's all about heart. You talking about heart. You're talking about Josh Hart. You're talking about Isaiah Hartenstein. Hart.
All right, you're taking
We're talking about Jalen Brunson. We're talking about guys who are on our squad.
Mike.
Who are dogs. All
right, mute him. Mike, you still left.
Size ain't shit.
Yo, pause him.
You going left, my guy.
Yo, you're going way left.
We are talking.
Anyway, I know you get a little excited.
How am I going way left?
Mike, because we're talking about Brunson.
I'm talking about size ain't shit.
Yo.
Thank you.
All right, but we're talking about Brunson, bro. We're talking about Brunson, and we're talking about what's homegirl's name? Becky Hammond.
Becky Hammond.
All right, Becky Hamburger. All respects due. Yeah, I mean, listen, the one thing you can't measure is heart. The media, I'm going to agree with your first statement that the media has a witch hunt out for the New York Knicks, and we've been snubbed since I can remember, and I've been a diehard fan since '74. So you do the math. But I mean, they're always gonna listen. They're always gonna jump on the bandwagon. I mean, there's only gonna be a few people to stand up and speak the truth, like Perk does. Yeah, I mean, and you know, when Perk sees something wrong, he says something wrong. He doesn't stick to the narrative that the rest of these media members are paid to just stick the stake into the New York Knicks. Just keep on. Yeah, I mean that's why Dolan does what he does when he do it. Yeah, I mean. That's why he capsules the Knicks against this.
Yo, you are right now the definition of the word cap. You just you blah 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 blah. Huh?
I just been hitting you with all facts. You're steering us left, right, and under the bridge. What are we talking about?
So the point of with Becky Hammond, I wasn't feeling any of that shots. She's talking about they ain't win. Look at Allen Iverson, which you're talking about these greats. Allen Iverson, they didn't build a good team around Allen Iverson. It's not like he had mad players around him. They gave him 2 janitors and a guy pushing the broom and the guy that cleans up.
Anyways, so what else we talking about?
All right. Anyway, so Jalen Brunson is him. He is Bruns him. Speaking of Bruns him, who went to work and he's been having an all-star year himself.
Hold on. Yeah. I know where you going. Becky Hammond, Becky Hamburger, Becky Ham Sandwich. Jalen Brunson just scored 50 points. He was like 100 for 100 out of 1,000. Like, I don't know the stats, but don't fuck with my boy. He been doing shit that niggas haven't did since Jordan did it. Do you get it?
Anyway, Brooklyn, we late today. Brooklyn, that was a great win that we had. Yes, it was a team that we should have won. And everybody's talking, or they're talking about teams that we should beat, or the winning teams. I'm sorry, we struggle against winning teams, which is definitely a challenge on there. But again, we're playing the Bucks all-in team. They have our number. It's a tough team to beat. We got them Saturday, and then we got them on Monday.
I don't think we spoke about the Lakers game. Was the Lakers game before or after Brooklyn?
It was before Brooklyn.
It was before Brooklyn. Oh yeah, you and Alex touched on that topic. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. And we've been beating teams. Stop playing. Stop playing.
You shit together. Big shout out to the team. Full team win on there. Jalen Brunson had a decent game. He could have shot better. He was 6 for 15. He was a little off, but he was giving his buddy the business. We had a great defensive team. The last couple of games, our defense has gotten back down. And I don't hear nobody talking about that defense anymore or how we got better because we were giving up 140, 130, and yet we held Brooklyn down to 102.
Honestly, excuse me, sir. Honestly, these were weaker teams. The Lakers with the rah-rah and hanging the banner shit. You know, they're a weaker team. Brooklyn is
Am I on?
Excuse me. Why?
LeBron, AD,
All right.
LeBron, AD, Reeves, these are the weaker teams?
These were still weaker.
LeBron is weak. AD is weak.
Phil. Who's a better team? Who's a better team?
Weak. Kevin Durant is weak. Booker is weak.
Who's a better team?
What are we talking?
The Lakers or the
Knicks? You just stated that the West Coast.
Who is a better team?
You just stated.
Why? Check percentage-wise. Who's a better team, Knicks or Lakers?
The Lakers.
Percentage-wise.
The Lakers right now. Bro, hey, let me see your eyes. Are they dominated, bro?
Who's a better team percentage-wise?
Right. Listen, they have 2 Hall of Famers right now.
What are you talking about, Mike?
You're not answering my question. The Lakers are still a weaker team. Brooklyn is still a weaker team. These are the teams we're supposed to beat.
No. Hey, we beat
Can I make my point?
No, we all right. Bring up the Suns. Bring up the Suns. Bring up the Suns.
To beat.
Bring up the Suns.
Shit. Brooklyn is, dude. They're not the Bucks. They're not the 76ers. They're not. We haven't played the Pacers yet. We haven't played the Cavs yet. The Cavs are behind us, yo. But we still haven't played Miami yet. We don't know where we at when we play Miami.
What? We don't know, Mike. Hold on.
But what I'm saying is that the Lakers are a team that
you just stated
anyways. The Brooklyn is a team we should beat anyways.
Yes. So you're saying we should have beaten Lakers? That's a
We should have beaten them anyways, dog.
Hold up, Mike.
The shit was that we were playing on. We were playing
Mike,
in LA.
Mike, you know what's a fun fact? Mike,
Big
you
fucking
know.
whoop. We still beat
Nobody
them,
can
right?
hear anyone.
Yo,
Mike,
they did not
Mike,
one-time lead.
Mike.
Did they lead at any time? Did they lead?
Mike, you know what's a fun fact? That we haven't been beat Brooklyn at home since 2019, my guy.
Did Brooklyn at any time lead?
Mike, I'm just trying to tell you what the facts
These are
are.
teams we should beat. I ain't sweating the Lakers. I ain't sweating Brooklyn, yo.
Yo.
Even in their house, I ain't sweating them. I ain't sweating them in Brooklyn. I ain't sweating them in LA. I ain't sweating them.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mike. You dumbing, my guy.
Hey, boy, I can see his pupils dilated from the glasses.
That nigga stupid booted. Yo. Anyways, the team.
Yo, put on some Vaseline or something, bro. Woo. Tú estás pasado, loco. Tú estás pasado. Te lo estoy diciendo. Tú estás pasado.
Can we get through the show? Mike? You guys are wild.
It's crazy.
Anyway, so Lakers is not.
Negro, es verdad. Es que you sweating Brooklyn.
Mike, I swear.
Thank you, my God. Anyway, sorry, guys.
You sweating the Lakers. You sweating Brooklyn.
How does he come back on?
Yo.
You don't have a permanent mute button for this nigga? Jesus.
Yo, let's talk about the fucking Bucks.
Yo, can I get through the segment, my guy?
Mike, chill out, bro.
All right. Anyway, so that was the Brooklyn game. Now let's bring it through my We got the Bucks coming up on Saturday. So the Bucks have beaten us at least the last 5 times straight. The Bucks have had our number. They're a crazy team. They are stacked. So it's going to be tough to beat this team. Some people in the chat were saying that we haven't beat a good team. I mean, and actually, shout Legacy.
Hey, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat.
Yeah, I'm anyway, so shout Legacy, what up? We appreciate you. And we did beat Miami. So we beat Miami and we beat the Lakers. So yes, we have beaten some good teams that are basically playoff bound. We haven't beat the Bucks. We've had the toughest schedule in the beginning. It's going to be a tough game on Saturday. So for us to beat them, we need everybody to play. We need a game like we had against the Lakers, where everybody contributed. Josh Hart, everybody has to come in and play and be ready for us to beat the Bucks. It's going to be a tall order to ask for us to beat them, and 2 games in a row is going to be very tough. Christmas Day, and both of them are matinee games at 12 o'clock. We ain't good getting up early in the morning to have an afternoon game. So I don't know how that's going to look. I'm thinking we're going to take an L the first game on Saturday, give them a fight, and I think we're going to shock the world on Christmas Day and beat them on Christmas Day. That's what I got. I got a split in that game there. What are some of your thoughts against the Milwaukee Bucks? Probably the last 2 times we play them this year.
Well, I mean, I want to reply to Michael Drake. Shout out to Michael Drake. But we did beat some good teams, and Charlotte,
we have beat some. I mean, again, we have a tough.
We beat some good teams.
Julius Randle was out of whack coming from the surgery. We lost Mitch. RJ missed a couple of games. Brian missed a couple of games. So again, we were in that full tilt for this whole season. So the fact that we still got a winning record right now, I think we're 16-11 record. So we got a winning record, even with all that, even with having the toughest schedule in the entire NBA, even with playing the best team in the East 4 times, even with playing against Boston 3 times, even with playing all these best teams, having West Coast trips, the most back-to-backs in the entire NBA, 6 within all these games.
And Hartenstein getting adjusted to playing starter minutes. Yeah, I mean, and then losing Sims and having Todd step in. I mean, it's a lot going on that you got to take into calculations. Yeah, I mean,
that's what I won't say annoys me. It frustrates me with our fan base that they don't look at the whole equation, but they got answers. I ain't good at math. But all I know is we need to add some shit up. You ain't even look at the problem. You don't know if it's arithmetic, subtraction, or division, but they got an answer. And that's the problem. And that's okay. With our Knicks fan base, we everywhere. But you got to look at the whole thing before you make a rash decision. Because we on game 20-something. And then by game 6, we had half of Knicks Nation already trading Randall, coming up with trades for Julius Randle, why he should have been traded. We traded RJ already this season. They came up with solutions for firing Tips twice.
Yeah.
Hey, what you got
Hey, can I just make a quick point right now? I'm looking at the box score, and everybody was a plus positive. Man.
All right. For what are you looking for?
Can I just make my point? Can you listen? Can you listen?
But what are you looking at
first?
so we can be on the same page? What are you looking at? Be specific.
Everybody was basically a positive. Randall was a 13. Barrett was a 13. Randall was a 27. Hartenstein was a 21. DiVincenzo was a 13. Brunson was an 18. The negative, as far as positives, even Josh Hart was a 6. IQ was a 6. Taj Gibbs was a 5. As far as negative, other than Naquan Jeffries was a -6, you know who else was a -2? Even though it was a -2, it's still a -2, was Grimes. Grimes.
Yeah. Hey, one thing we didn't mention that I want to IQ. IQ in that Brooklyn game, I think did his thing. I think he scored 20.
No, he scored 19.
No. All right, 19.
2 assists. IQ was 19, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block.
I'm definitely
was 7 of 12, was 3 of 6, was 4 of 6, and 3 points. Was 1 of 4 in the free throw. He missed his free throws. He had no rebounds. He had 3 personal fouls and was still a +5. Or rather, he was a +6. Had 1 turnover. Was 1 of 4 free throws. Hit 4 of 6 in 3 points. He hit 4 3-pointers.
Yeah, that's all I'm looking for. IQ. He's coming around that little slump he had, and I like seeing the comeback of IQ. You know what I mean? Even with the
cornrows.
Yeah.
You ain't feeling cornrows quick?
I mean, shit, he's coming around, bro. I don't care what. If he feels more aerodynamic in the cornrows, hey, more power to him.
Yeah, and Keith, we're gonna get to that too. I know we were talking about the centers and all that in the chat. We definitely
that was another thing that we're skipping over. We're
not skipping. We're getting there in a section. If you guys
okay, go ahead, cue that.
You guys, I'm trying to get there. We get a sidebar. Anyway, so as far as that, we have played some good teams on there. For centers, as far as our team play, we need everybody to play to beat the Bucks. Plain and simple. We got one of our best players all the way around, Mitchell Robinson, which might as well jump into that. But without him playing, we definitely need everybody to step up. And people, I don't know. Did you guys see the breaking news?
I'm just regurgitating that what's been said. Yeah, I mean, yes, we did lose Mitchell Robinson for the season.
Breaking news. Direct from Woj and Shams. Jericho Sims is only out 2 weeks. And I'm saying that sarcastic because people were tripping on Jericho trading. We got to trade everybody to get picks. Like he died. The kid did not die. He just sprained an ankle, bro. He'll be back. Heart, him, and Taj are going to go through it. But let's go through scenarios. What are you guys' thoughts on Mitch, losing Mitch? What you're hearing out there for people? Do we need to make a trade?
Can I just say something real quick, Phil? Can I just say something real quick? Look,
go ahead. Go right ahead.
It was bound to happen. Other teams were already getting injured. It was bound to happen that we were going to go through this. We're 26 games in, 27 games in. to the season. We're a quarter of the season in. Guys are going to eventually get hurt. And so it was bound to happen to our team. That it's happening now, better sooner than later.
Mike. I'm sorry to interrupt your interruption, but we're talking about losing the anchor of the ship. You know what happens when you lose any anchor on any
but
vessel?
then there's no need to talk about him anymore. We got to look forward.
Mike,
what are you going to whine about it now?
No. But I'm just saying, on this podcast, we have not addressed the situation of Mitchell being out for the season. Could we? Sure.
Que Dios lo bendiga. God bless him. Things happen for a reason. Keep faith. You can stay now with your daughter. Things happen for a reason. God bless you, brother. Work out. You know, every time you work out, you come back even stronger. When you come back from a rest, appreciate it. Spend time with your baby for now. When you come back a year later, wait a minute, time out. Let me say something. Let me say my piece, bro. For Mitch, yo, God bless him. Take that time with your kid now. Work out. Get stronger like you always do. You always come back stronger and better. Take this time to be with your baby. Get better. Work on your game. And we have to work it out now with what we have. That's what we need to do. What you talk about, we got a problem, what's the solution? We have Hartenstein right now, we got Tosh Gibb, we got Sims. Sims right now is out 2 weeks. Time out. Sims is out 2 weeks.
If I was Mitch and I was listening to what the fuck you've been saying, listen, we all wish him the best. But I'll be like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know how hard that boy worked to get to this point? That nigga was supposed to be the defensive player.
His fault.
Bro,
He broke and needed surgery. Of course we worked hard. Everybody works hard. It's your fault. Fucking Randall worked hard last year. It's not his fault he had to have surgery.
Yeah, but boy, my man worked hard. He was on the point.
And
he was
what?
on the earth.
You got hurt.
All right, but you can't just bro. You can't
What are you gonna do about it, Phil? What are you gonna do about it?
No. You gotta
all
understand.
Right, he's hurt. What are you gonna do about it, Phil? What are you gonna do about it, Phil?
Yo, all right. So let's focus on it. So Mitchell goes down. He's hurt.
Hey, salute to Mitch. I know it's tough on you. Yeah, I mean,
God bless.
And we all wish you well. But yeah, I mean, the fact of the matter is that young man is there sitting watching his squad go in, knowing that he was the anchor and he was getting ready to hit some certain pinnacles that was gonna traject them.
Okay, so let's stay on track here, guy. He's hurt. We give him mad love. It is a blessing that he's gonna be with his daughter. He gets to see her grow, at least for the year. He's down, man down. All right. We have Isaiah Hartenstein, who stepped up. Jericho, who played. I like the way Jericho played as a starting center. I thought he did very well. Again, he's not going to come in and give you 20 and 20. That's just not his game. He's learning the game. He plays very well with the starters. He sprained an ankle. He's going to be back. He's not out for the season. So people trying to get all these trades and get everybody, which we'll address. But we got iHeart, and then you get Taj. Taj, yes, he was winded. He's 40, 30 something. I don't know. He came
30, 38, 39, 40, somewhere around there.
You signed him. He was outside the arena eating a chopped cheese sandwich.
38, maybe 39. Everybody talking about his 50, 40. He's 38, maybe pushing 39. He's still within. He's still maybe the oldest guy in the NBA, if not LeBron. Why isn't anybody talking about LeBron? LeBron's 39 years old, 38 going pushing 39. They're the same, about the same age. I think Taj may be a little bit older than LeBron, but so what? This guy's talking about running. He's running 6 miles up and down the Brooklyn Bridge, down to the Manhattan Bridge. This guy represents New York City. What are you talking about? This guy's from Red Hook, Brooklyn.
What are you talking about? He's running 6 miles maybe 3 times a week. What are you talking about? When was the last time you ran 6 miles up and down the Manhattan Bridge? This is New York. This is New York. This is Nick.
Bro, do you be hearing what you be
This
saying?
is a New Yorker. This is
Mike,
a New Yorker who's flipping down rebounds. Respect.
Listen, you cannot mention fucking Taj Gibson and LeBron James in any way, shape, or form. Yes, in age.
I would put Taj up against. I would rather put Taj up against LeBron than Sims.
All right, cold take.
Anyway,
Frozen in the lake. All right, go ahead. Well, what's the next topic, bro?
yeah. All right. So people talking about you want to pick. I mean, this dude just threw me off all day here, bro. So you guys, are you okay with keeping who we have?
I've been living in Florida too fucking long.
No, nigga, you fucking saucy and you fucking staring everywhere,
This is
bro.
New York City. We're talking about Taj Gibson, Red Hood, Brooklyn.
No, mute this guy, Mike. Let me get a thought out so we can the checker followers, bro. You screaming mad nonsense right now, my guy. Anyway, are you guys okay with keeping the way we have it now standing pat? Which I'm in the case for keeping Sims. Let him come back. You keep iHeart starting until Sims comes back, comes healthy. I like to put Sims back in the starting lineup. Keep it the way it was prior to that. Keep iHeart and ties. I'm okay with running that with what we have. It doesn't throw off the chemistry, keeps the unity on there. Everybody can play what we have. Or do you guys think making these trades of what we have here? Hey, salute Delano. Appreciate you. Or
salute.
Speaking of somebody else.
Salute DSJ.
How does it make any sense?
Mike.
Put the third string backup ahead of the second string guy. Hartenstein throughout the 26 games, how many games have we played? 27 games, has been playing secondary behind Mitch Robb. But you're gonna put, and I understand what you're saying, Dwight. You want it because you don't want to mess up the chemistry with Hartenstein coming off the second unit. But you obviously see what he can do with the first unit. He deserves to be playing starting minutes because look what he does.
Mike. Okay, you can't ask a question and then keep going.
Taj are your backups to Hartenstein and Sims, who's the backup to Mitch Robb. That's the order.
Mike, you asked a question. Allow us to answer it, my guy. You asked a question that was on episode 14 with Two Shots. Two Shots asked the same question. You know what I mean? If you look at the similarities, who has the most similar game to Mitchell Robinson, which is defending. They do not run plays for Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson gets his points by oops, rebounds, or by accident. You feel what I'm saying? They're not running set plays. You feel what I'm saying? Hartenstein, yes, he worked hard. Yes, he does deserve the starter minutes, but the way the game is set up, the way Tibbs is set up, he wants that rim to be defended at all costs. The only focus and task that Sims has, which is a 3-year player in under Tibbs, which we've seen and witnessed Sims come in and Tibbs have full confidence in what he's doing. You feel what I'm saying? Because he's playing the same game Mitch does. He's there to protect the rim at all costs. He's not there to fucking facilitate like Hartenstein does. He hustles like Hartenstein, but Hartenstein is a heady player. IQ is not a heady player. Sims is not an IQ player. Sims is an athletic player. He's going to go jump up and block that shit. He's going to snatch the rebounds because he has a more athletic game than he does. I'm not saying that I've seen Sims throw some passes and shit. But him is the same thing as comparing Mitch and Hartenstein. They're two different games.
The reason you put him as a starting center is because not only is his game similar to Mitch, but you have your three main players, which is Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, RJ Barrett. They're going to get a bulk of the touches. Just Grimes is complaining. That's why Grimes was even complaining about not getting touches.
Lamborghini's flying by.
So that's why you put him as a starting lineup, because he's not going to get touches. He's going to get the rebounds. He's going to do the dirty work. You let the other three players cook. And then once they cook, that's it. Then Hartenstein and the bench players are already rolling. We're talking about chemistry. That's why we got all these players. That's why we have unity. That's why you keep the same players and nobody was traded. If it's about chemistry, you can't break up chemistry by switching other players that weren't practicing. Tibbs knew that. Last time Mitch went down last year, Sims played a majority of the games, and we went 9-6 when we had Sims in the starting lineup. Tibbs already.
And when Mitch went down now, who was starting was Sims.
Who won? We won. It worked. We called it the same thing. So right now, when Sims is hurt for 2 weeks, you put Ihart now because he's the next best player. He knows how to play with the starting lineup and the bench. So you put him as a starter. You take the chopped cheese sandwich from Taj's mouth, and you put him as a second dude, and now he's going to get maybe 15 minutes. You're going to play Isaiah Hartenstein possibly 30 minutes per game for like 2 weeks until Sims is better, and then you just bring it right back to that rotation.
And Mike, I agree. I like the consensus is with the rest of the fan base. Yeah, I mean, within the pod universe, I've been seeing a lot of people asking for trades. We have the players that we have that are ready to step up into the role. So I don't see that's another topic for, later on. But yeah, I mean, our players are ready to step into their role and thrive. You feel what I'm saying? So I do agree that Hartenstein is more of a threat, an offensive threat, which helps space out the floor for the rest of the starters. I do agree with you on that. Yeah, I mean, but
not only offensive rebounds.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, Tibbs rather have that threat to make the other team change their mind at the rim with the
and he passes.
and make them change their mind instead of having.
And so this is what I was telling Dwight when I was talking to Ruel earlier. When I was talking to Ruel earlier about these European players, these guys who have their fundamentals down, they're huge. They got the same size as Mitch, and they're better passers. They're better 3-point shooters.
Yeah, but if you pay attention, we went. I overheard a stat. I'm not 100% sure. Anybody in the chat could correct me. I think we went from like 27th to 16th in offense. You feel what I'm saying? So the flow of the offense is coming around, but the foundation of the culture has to be driven by defense. Yeah, that's what produces your offense more than your offense can produce defense. You get what I'm saying?
And Keith Watkins saying Hartenstein's going to price himself out of New York next season. Starting, his stats going to go way up. He's going to get paid in the offseason. Let's talk about Ihart. Let's talk about him. So Ihart is someone which most people obviously may not know, but he got offered more money prior to coming to New York. He got offered more money from other teams.
I forgot about that.
He chose to come to New York because he wanted to be part of the difference, part of the change, part of the culture. And we gave him bread, but he chose to come here. He wants to be here. This is what we're talking about, players who want to play and wear the heaviest jersey. It's a different type of makeup to those type of people. It's a different type of personality that you get. So we've given out respectable contracts where we give people what they're worth. We're not trying to overpay. It's not that we don't believe in them, but there's a budget. There's only so much you could give them. And I think we can pay them and give them really good money, 12, 13 a year. maybe 14. Would another team offer more money? Probably so. I know he just got married, but does he want to continue what we're building here? It's a different thing when you're playing at that Garden. Those cheers are a whole lot different in the Garden than they are at the Rockets Arena in Houston when nobody's there, or in Brooklyn when it's tip-off and half the arena's empty. It's a different thing.
Or 70% of the arena is Knicks jersey. You understand what I'm saying? I definitely agree with you. You know, when you say players that are built for this city, it's a whole different. These jerseys are made out of Teflon because we're getting shot at every damn time. You feel what I'm saying? So like D-Dub said, like he was offered more money. He wanted to come here. Randall wanted to come here. RJ
Hartenstein was a positive in the box score. Was a positive 21.
Randall,
I can hear the slur.
Was in the Laker game. In the Laker game, he was a positive 15.
Facts.
Yes, he was.
I agree.
Thank you.
But yo, listen, all the players that we have here, and like some of these players know that, like, yo, if you win in New York City, you will be etched in greatness forever in time. No matter winning one in New York is the equivalent to winning 10 anywhere.
But even not winning, but
players like that are willing to sacrifice, bro. Willing to come here and sacrifice.
Like Hartenstein. You see the cuts? Did you see the marks, the blood, the black guys that were sacrificing? You don't see it sacrificing? You don't see the black guy, Brunson guy in the Laker game? You don't see the cut and the scratch?
I see the suffering sunken cash.
Wow.
Yo, listen. What I'm yeah. Like I said, man, like these players, they know the Knicks are right around the corner from something great. And the way I see New York doing it is gonna be something historical. Historical, you know where I'm going with it. Yeah, I'm the exaggerator. I'm talking about a dynasty. We not, I mean?
Hold on. My family, I tell you, it's a special thing when you come watch us. We all over the place.
Facts. Hey, special ed is correct. Because if you see my cousin at work.
Come on, man. What we're looking at is this year's an evaluation year. So to go back to the point of us drafting, trying to trade for somebody, trying to pick up somebody, if you are into the trading for somebody, the Drummonds, the whoever, what's this dude in Utah, whatever, all the players that you guys are meant to trade, what do they do for us? You
want to go after Lauri Markkanen?
For what? What is he going to do?
Hold on. What was the chat about? It was about Lauri Markkanen. It was about
Drummond, Cousins, Dwight Howard.
What's the nigga from Toronto?
Explain.
Siakam.
Siakam.
Maybe.
Like, we've been hearing everything from every which way possible, bro.
Let's do it, because this is what Knicks Nation's been clicking for. They got him on the hook with the. Let's talk about it, bro. Lauri Markkanen, Machete. You talking about 7 foot, power? He's a power forward. He's not a center. Let's get that. Let's get it. Let's be clear first.
He would be the Dutch version of Kristaps, who isn't as injury prone.
Hold on. Okay.
And if you were to give me KP or Markkanen, I would take Markkanen all day.
Hold on. Wait, one at a time. I got you. You said he'd be the Kristaps. He's not going to be injury prone. He just missed 8 games.
No, I didn't say he's not. I said he's not as injury prone. Because all tall, big guys are injury prone. He's not as injury prone as KP, who's fucking missing games right now.
Okay, I got that. Let me reply to that. We played.
This is why Danny Ainge wants 5 fucking fucking first rounders,
Bro,
which we could give him, which wouldn't be too bad to fuck them picks. Send them picks out there. Get this guy over here, and you're talking about a fucking all-star caliber guy.
That's cap. And you're talking about a dude that missed 8 games prior to us.
8 games?
He missed 8 games before
Hey, guys, I agree with both of y'all. Hey, listen, could we salute to the chat? DSJ, Delano still got a question. You know what I mean? You can read that off, Dwight. You know what I mean? Let's get to the chat. Get to the chat.
What I'm bringing up is questions that the chat is asking, and I'm trying to stay on topic. But you motherfuckers,
what are they asking? I didn't hear what they had to say.
Damn, y'all! I don't never curse, but y'all have some shit today, bro. I'm trying to get.
What the fuck that the chat is asking, yo?
And thank you guys for joining us today. We're gonna go ahead and close this out with the chat, bro. Laurie Marketing. What does he do for us, Machete? Since you're so passionate about Laurie,
he can shoot the 3.
No. How are we winning with him? I know what he can do. I watched the game. He can hit threes. Is he an all-star?
All right. First of all, what are you talking about giving up? Maybe what 5? Let's just say the exaggerated shit is 5 picks. Which we could give him 5 picks. We could give him 5. Can we not?
No. Why?
They don't want no players.
Hold on. Let's hold on, because this is what happens all the time with Knicks Nation. I'm going to entertain your thoughts, and you guys in the chat. You just said 5.
Hypothetically speaking, I'm saying.
Hypothetically, 5 first-round picks. Are these protected or unprotected?
Hypothetically, could be whatever the fuck is you're talking about having the guy. You go, maybe we give up a player and some picks, whatever the fuck it is. Let's say we get the guy.
Why don't we throw a Lamborghini while we're at it? A couple of players, couple of picks. You guys talk about it like this is not bread. Like these 5 pick me son. And let's say you did.
Your question was, what can he do for the Knicks?
But you want him, right?
He's a sharpshooter. He's a long, tall guy on a short team who's fucking like practically an all-star.
Where does he play?
He's almost a healthier KP. He's almost a healthier KP.
Where are you placing him to play? Where does he play? Is he a starter? Is he a bench? Where does he go? And whose place is he taking?
He would be a starter, and he would take JR's place.
So he's taking RJ's place.
JR can go to the bench, and he could play with Grimes and IQ.
This is why Knicks Nation. This is you guys. This is how you guys sound right here. You're just gonna give him 5 first round. Who's the player you give up? Is it Grimes? Is it IQ? You just gave our future away for this dude that just missed 8 games.
I will give up Grimes for marketing.
You give a who?
I will give up Grimes.
So you're giving up Grimes, 5 first round picks, and that's if Danny.
No. That's what you're saying. I never said anything about giving up Grimes and 5 first round picks. I was just talking about the 5 first round picks. I never said anything about Grimes and first round picks.
See, but this is why I get upset, because you guys make up these hypothetical scenarios. You're talking about Danny Ainge. You think Danny Ainge is just going to be satisfied with 5 picks and is going to be like, all right, guys, here you go. No, he's going to want IQ, Grimes, 5 picks.
That's what the fuck he asked for. 5 first round picks.
Plus, that's where the starting conversation happens.
He never said plus. He said 5 first round picks.
When we see this is why you guys don't know about basketball. When we did when he was doing for Donovan, he asked for 5 picks. Guess what?
We're not talking about Donovan. We're talking about fucking Laurie Marketing.
Okay, but who's the guy who's dealing with Donovan Mitchell? It was Ainge. Ainge asked.
Yeah, but I will give up more for Donovan Mitchell than I would for Marketing.
Like that. Anyway, yeah, I'm moving on.
Regardless, I will give the 5 fucking picks for Marketing. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah.
Okay, I hear you. Hell no. That's a dumbass trade. Marketing doesn't do shit for us. He's not going to do anything to this. You're going to take someone out of the starting lineup. He doesn't know anything but space the floor. He can't defend. You're going to have to put him at the 3 because you can't put him where Randall plays. You can't put him as a center because he's too soft. So you're gonna have to put him at a 7-footer at a 3, who's the threes in the NBA are quicker than him, that he won't be able to guard. And so what if he can space the floor? That doesn't mean anything. So you just gave away your future.
Yo, you're talking about a guy who's KP-ish.
Yes, also in the when he breaks down, also like KP. He just missed half the season.
He's not as broke down as motherfucking KP, bro.
He just missed half the season this year. He just missed it.
You're telling me that he's done for the season?
He missed 8 games with a hamstring. Not even a broken nothing. A hamstring. He missed
8 games ain't shit, bro.
Oh my God!
8 games? You telling me you're mad because he missed 8 games? How many games hasn't missed? How many games hasn't Mitch Rob missed?
Bro, this is half the season. We're not talking about Mitch. Stop,
Mike. Mitch hasn't. Mike, you jumping all over the place. You know what I mean? Like,
bro,
Mitch has not missed any fucking. You're just throwing darts everywhere just to see what sticks, bro. Stop.
We're gonna address it because this is what Nick Nation.
Marketing isn't anymore. What I'm trying to say is that marketing isn't any more injury prone than motherfucking Mitch Rob, yo.
What Mitch hasn't been.
8 games ain't a whole lot.
In 20 games, it's half the season. In 20 games, it's half or a third of the season.
A quarter of the season.
You're talking about a guy who's almost an all-star. You're talking about a guy who's almost an all-star, no?
Almost. Right. Hold on. I'm giving my future for someone who's almost.
Is he in the conversation for all-star?
How many years? How many years has he been in the league? How many years? How many years he been in the league?
Maybe 5, maybe 4.
Like a 6 year.
Maybe as long as RJ.
6 years.
All right, Mike. Listen, I'm gonna just bust it down. Please don't interrupt. Don't get on that saucy sideways shit. You know what I mean? Fuck all that Freestyle Friday shit. Listen, the consensus was throughout the whole fucking season 2 of this show is where we were to stand pat unless we were going to make an egregious move to take us to the next level. Now, do you think just because Mitch got injured, do you think the office is in panic? Do you really think the office is panicking like everybody and like the rest of the fucking fan base and everybody else throwing fucking ideas and shit when we have fucking players to step up and do their fucking job? They already got fucking Todd. As soon as Sims comes back, he's gonna play the second string, which is an upgrade from where he was last season.
Before we get to that, and we're gonna.
I mean, he's gonna be a starter. My bad. He's gonna be a starter. Come on, bro. Everything has been calculated and been already.
No. We're gonna get to the front office in a second.
You're telling me that this guy being out for the season was calculated? I mean, I'll give you that.
That what?
You're saying that everything's been calculated. You're telling me that they calculated the fact that Mitch Rob would be out for the season?
Hey, my guy,
okay, I'll give you
Sims. All right, there's my answer. Sims is basically a replica of Mitch, not to Mitch's stats.
Who is right now injured for 2 weeks?
So the fuck what? Hartenstein is doing a wonderful job in stepping up.
You guys are going past this. You guys are going past what we're talking about, first of all. And to answer your question, Mike, Machete, yes, they did plan and understand Mitchell's shortcomings and his capability. That's why he got $60 million.
But for the year?
That's why he didn't get $100 million. Because
for the year.
60 for 4 years is what he got. He got $60 million because they anticipated him missing games. They anticipated how his
more like 60 million for 3 years. He's not gonna be play. He's not playing that 1 year.
Okay, all that to say, yes, they calculated and knew that he may miss some games. They didn't think he would miss the year, but they knew he would miss some games. He's averaging almost 20 games missed. Is he frustrated and is he trying to do better? Yes, he worked hard, got in shape.
And it ain't his fault. And I'm not saying that. Look,
You can't. No one's.
Look. The way I also look at it like this, Dwight. Look, I also look at like I told you, man. Look, it's good that Sims is getting. It's almost a blessing in disguise. Yo, I feel bad for Mitch. Yo, like I said, yo, just
Are we talking about
appreciate the time.
Back to Mitch. We're talking about marketing right now.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike is going back. Mike, you're repeating something that you already repeated. You can't. You already said that shit already.
Okay, marketing is a hard pass. Marketing is a hard pass. Is he dope? If you can get him in the free agency, something like that, you can implement them. Great. You're not going to mortgage your future on someone who does anything, nothing but just 3-pointers. If I was going to get somebody that just spaces the floor, I would rather get Vujicic from the Chicago Bulls, who can shoot. He's a rebounder. He's not a defender, and he's a better passer. I would rather Vujicic, and he has only $60 million on his contract. He's already signed, and you can go for him. Would I make the move? Probably not. Yeah,
I agree. I agree with. I don't agree with that. I think like a few different. Like I think nothing but Knicks. Shout out to Sims and T Crow. Yeah, I think I overheard them saying that some of the fans are saying, why bless you? Why don't we go to Westchester Knicks? I think we got a 7-1 center that stretches the floor, and also that young kid that just dropped back down, Roby. Like we could bring, like, without spending money, like that's what I'm saying. I don't think they're gonna do nothing hasty, and it's just we got a growing for them, bro. Like they're just gonna tell everybody next step up, bring Roby up, and yeah, I mean, in order to, like, there's no need to circulate and make fucking hasty moves and give up 5 players to this guy, or give up 20 players for this guy, or go unless we're getting, like Melvin said, unless we're getting Cat Williams, Joel Embiid, and I mean, Catfish. As if we're getting Catfish or Joel Embiid or center to that, where it would traject us to play against Giannis and Dame, and this, we need stars. Yeah, the Knicks need stars. We're not gonna make any hasty moves. We're just gonna dig into our fucking bag. Next man up. Westchester has enough players to step up and bring it in.
There's just plenty of guys out there in the G League that we can find out there, not necessarily in Westchester or even in other squads. There's guys out there who are doing good numbers out there in the G League that we could probably try to go after. You know, we just hold on to our fucking cards and just wait.
Yeah,
nobody said anything about. They're not even sure if he's going to be out the whole entire year. They're just speculating, probably exaggerating. You know, he could be back before the fucking playoffs. We'll be there. And not only that, I feel like I said before that this would be it's good experience for Sims and it's good experience for Hartenstein.
Yeah,
so
it's fast forward the timeline.
Guys. So we got our guys. Let's just stick with it. Hold on to our cards, like Phil said. And if we're gonna go after anybody, go after the G League guys, because there are a lot of guys out there. There's one guy I think for LA who's putting up numbers. I'm not sure if he's out there in LA out west. There's a guy who's putting out high numbers in the G League. We could probably go after guys like that.
Bro, listen, it could almost be like, you guys think of it like, no, it's things that are right in front of our face that show and tell us
right under our noses,
that show and prove to us that, bro, listen, stay subtle.
Jeffries,
Mike,
when he was in there playing those garbage minutes, was good.
Let me land my plane. What I'm saying is, stay subtle. The only trades or movements that would be made is if we're going after Donovan Mitchell or Mikal Bridges, which would traject us into the top 3 of the East.
Why would you think Mikal Bridges, bro?
Might because they're bringing in unity We need a wing that can stretch the fucking floor.
Brooklyn is letting go of Mikal Bridges.
Mike, you asked me a question. Let me answer.
Brooklyn is letting go of Mikal Bridges.
If we give them IQ and Grimes,
Okay,
yes, they will
keep
let them
smoking
go.
that shit. Keep smoking that shit.
Mike. If we give them IQ and Grimes, it puts them in their timeline.
Brooklyn, you hear something about Brooklyn and Mikal Bridges parting ways?
Yeah. All right. Hold on, guys. Like you're going.
I'm just saying. So my point being,
you're just fantasizing.
Mike,
we're not fantasizing here.
Mike,
let's just talk about practicalities here.
No, I'm talking about trades. Everybody's talking about trades, trading for a center, and my point is saying is that
it's going to happen in January. This is supposed to happen in the summertime. When is this trade?
Yo, somebody mute this motherfucker. Jesus.
No.
Fuck. The only trades that the fucking Knicks are gonna fucking do is move like Donovan Mitchell or fucking Mikal Bridges, which is gonna fucking secure us ECF. You know what I mean? We're not gonna make trades for centers that are barely budging the needle. If we're gonna make any trades or any move, it has to move the needle.
Thank you. And to go back as what we're saying, they're saying in the chat, Michael Drake saying that he thinks we need to improve the center position or forward because we're too small. That's a big thing that people are saying. And I hear that, Michael Drake. I definitely hear you. We're smaller than most teams, but that doesn't mean it can't get done. This organization made a plan. When you make a plan, this is how we're going to move forward. This is what we got, and you run with that. I don't think size does anything more different. And unless that size is available, that's going to contribute to what the style play that we have, to the way that Tibbs has the team running, and to interrupt the chemistry, this person has to be really, really good to do that. The team is got the most rebounds they've had in almost the entire year against Brooklyn, undersized. The team is leading the NBA in steals, undersized. So it's not that we can't do it. It's if we were struggling at undersized and we need big players, that's one thing. Jericho Sims is pretty big. Isaiah Hartenstein's just about 7 feet. Taj is definitely undersized. Our forward, our guards are small in comparison, but we are competitive. We're 16, I don't even know what, 16 and 13, 16 and 11. So we have a winning record being undersized. I understand the sentiment of having someone big, but we're quick and we got a great IQ as players on there. The front office that you're seeing there, Rosas, that I was saying he's on the clock. Everything that we're dealing with now, we're gonna ride it to the end of the year. The worst, or what you can do if you're gonna pick up somebody, as you guys were talking about, you don't make a move or trade picks or trade assets for someone mid-season. First of all, because we're struggling now. So what do you think teams do? They see that we're thirsty, we're in need, and they're gonna try to rape you and take you for all you have. So you gotta ride what you can right now. The minute they see you desperate, you see someone desperate, you're gonna take advantage of it. And that's been the case forever for Knicks Nation. If you look desperate, they're going to try to take you for it. You don't think they're going to want more than just 5 picks, all unprotected for Larry Marketing, who doesn't do anything for you? You look thirsty and desperate right now. That's what we look like. That's our fan base. Is thirsty.
I mean, when our fan base say this, like, I mean, yeah, I like, in one hand we say, oh, look at Hartenstein and look at this, like the man just almost produce a double-double, and yet y'all want to make some like retarded moves and going for Larkin. And
hey, why do we got to pick up somebody, Michael Drake? Explain to me why we got to pick up somebody. Again, Sims is only spraining an ankle. He's only going to be out for 2 weeks. If it's something that he's going to be out a month or something, I get it. You pick up somebody. Let's say that's the case. Let's say we have to get someone else out there. You look at the waiver wire, who's existing out there. There's no need to make harsh trades right now. And Angelo, do you got that video I told you? Can you put it on the video of Thibodeau? What Thibodeau said?
Yeah, can you pull that up, Mike, the specialist?
Can you?
Julius can play center. Josh can play center. We got enough. Julius can play center. If you guys heard Josh can play center.
And did you hear what Thibodeau said? Thibodeau said
Julius can play center.
Randle can play center. Josh Hart can play center. Okay, this is from the coach. So do you think he's telling these guys, go get me somebody else? I need another player. He's not gonna let anybody infiltrate his system. He's not gonna let anybody change what they already have. The whole team, he has a way of how he wants to play. He's not gonna get some dude off the street, some FNG, and the Marines would say FNG, fucking you guy, to just get this random dude and just insert him into what they're doing. He's not gonna pick it up. He's not gonna learn. That's why he went for Taj. That's why Taj. It wasn't because he wanted more size, because Taj knows the system that Tibbs is running. He knows the players. The players can work off it. It's not that we need size. We need smart players that know how to play a defensive scheme.
And also leaders, like the leaders that taught DiVincenzo, Brunson, and all these guys. We need leaders like that around, especially centers, where like, I mean, we all saw the difference when DeAndre Jordan came to the Knicks. When DeAndre Jordan came to the Knicks, it's all good. When DeAndre Jordan came to the Knicks and helped Mitch be more vocal and more aggressive, you see the trajectory. You feel what I'm saying? And we all know that Taj Gibson is about to be an assistant coach here for the New York Knicks. He's been fired, him and Tibbs. Nobody knows Tibbs more better than Taj Gibson and Derrick Rose.
I got some.
Go ahead.
Finish it up.
No, I was just saying. I mean, it's only obvious. Like I'm stating what is obvious. He's here to be a translator.
Listen, I'm gonna bury the
hatchet.
We need size movement. This is like the Me Too movement. We need size movement. Bro, did the Miami Heat make it to the final with big dudes? Or did they go with 6'9" Bam Adebayo? Help me understand this. Because there's nobody on the Heat team that's 7 feet. I don't know any player in the Heat team that's 7 feet. None of them. They're all 6'6", and Bam Adebayo, who's their center, playing against 7-footers, is 6'9". He's Jericho Sims height. So explain this to me, why we are so desperate for size when you have this team who's consistently winning, consistently making to the final.
That's a great point. Great point.
Explain that to me. Show me why they get to the final against all these big teams, players with size. They beat the Milwaukee Bucks undersized. So help me explain that. You know what they had? They had a system. You know what they had? A consistent coach. You know what they have? They have chemistry. You know what they have? Unity. All the things that we're talking about. They have a foundation. They're doing what we're trying to do.
Years together.
That's what they're doing. What they have a system. Does Eric Spoelstra says, you know what? I got this guy who's a really good three-pointer. I'm going to put him in for three. No, this is the role you're going to play. You're going to get 7 minutes and you're going to like it. They paid $90 million to Duncan Robinson, who didn't sniff the court until the playoffs when everybody was broken. That's the only time he came out of play. And they paid him $90 million, and he's on the bench. So miss me with the size thing. And I'm not talking about you, Michael Drake. I said,
listen, what a lot of the fan base just seems to forget is that how strategical and the front office is like the Team USA of the NBA. You know what I mean? There's like they're orchestrating and calculating every step, move, and probabilities that could happen. So that's why, like, you can't let the Knicks have, within the last 5 years, created a great farming system where a lot of our guys are growing. You feel what I'm saying? So like I said, I mean, I might agree with Michael Drake that the Knicks might need to make a move, but I think we should just stay patient, bro.
And
let's preach patience.
I'm gonna answer what you saying and to Michael Drake. I agree with both of you to a certain extent as well. And Michael Drake says organic. We're not beating the good teams. He said that a couple of times on the chat. And you know what? I agree with you. We haven't yet. That doesn't mean we can't. We haven't yet. But again, the reason that's happened, you have to take account what has happened within these 27 games that why we didn't beat good teams. Randall was coming off of surgery, no good all season. He was working his way into shape. Grimes missed 3 games. RJ missed 3 or 4 games. So there's a lot of other innuendos. Besides that, we also had the hardest schedule in the entire NBA. Besides that, we had the most back-to-backs over the entire NBA.
Yeah, we played I think we played Celtics twice. Yeah,
and the Bucks.
Like the Bucks twice. Let's. I mean, we said this. I think on episode 12 or 13. We do need the fan base to take in consideration that we've been playing on heart and hustle. We haven't been firing on all cylinders. Look, now it's Mitch's down. The first is RJ. Julie, like my brother said, Julius. Everybody is like, yeah, I mean, it's 30 games in. Yeah, we're about half through the season. But let's look at the whole aspect and not just focusing on one thing.
Michael Drake as well. We're not good enough. Yeah, listen, I don't not agree with you. You're talking about the good teams is all in teams. The Milwaukee Bucks went all in. Players, picks, drafts. They gave everything to compete. Cleveland Cavaliers gave 5, 6, 7 years worth of picks, a bunch of players to win it all. They're all in. Boston Celtics gave all their futures and picks, got KP. These people went all in. We are not all in. We keep evaluating our team like we are all in. We are not an all-in team. We are a scrappy young team who's evaluating who is going to be in the future, who is not going to be in the future. We are not a championship team, but our fan base keeps evaluating our team like we are like we're supposed to be in the championship this year. We are not there. We were building. We're far ahead from where we were supposed to be. We're 3 years in playoff, 2 All-Stars, All-NBA. So we're acquiring the right way. We're building the right way, but we're not there yet. But we keep it like we are a championship team. The teams that we're losing to are championship contending teams.
All right, Dubs, let me say something, bro. Like, a lot of people are like, ladies and gentlemen, Knicks fans worldwide, we're on year 4 of a full rebuild. Like, from scratch, getting the flour, and I'm not going to go into a cooking lesson, but you get the picture. Like, we just restructured since the moment Tibbs set his foot into the fucking building, along with Leon Rose, which they have 4 years in. A lot of us cannot say the trajectory hasn't been on an upscale. Every year, we're doing something bigger and better, and yeah, things kind of take time. But like a lot of people saying, oh, we're not gonna be this and that or that seed or this team. But we're not looking at the facts. That the facts are we're having the best start. And what was that fact? The best start in the last 12, 20 years, whatever it was. Like, let's look at the facts. Even with all the bullshit, not firing on all cylinders, and people are looking at, oh, this, that. Like, bro, we haven't even been at full capacity. We haven't even gone to 3rd or 4th gear yet, let alone 5th and 6th. You know what I mean? Because we're driving, bro. Like, you can't jump from 2nd to 4th. The car is gonna fucking bog out, my nigga. Like, be for real.
And even with that, and yeah, Michael J, you're right. And other people are that we haven't beat good teams. It takes time. We gave all these stuff, and there's not excuses. These are factual things that happen. Hold on, let me get this off, and then you hold that thought. And then not only that, but the good teams, when we get to the playoffs, we got to play them 7 games. It ain't no 1 game off. You got that 1 game and that's it. We lost and it's over. Nah, you got to see me 4 times. And in those 4
7
times,
times.
I like our chances. I like our chances out of the 4
against anybody.
Whoever.
Against anybody.
Bucks, Celtics, Cleveland, Philly. I like
let's keep in mind these good teams that everybody's talking about, like good teams. I had a discussion with Machete. Is either those good teams have been together for a number of years, or they have a certain amount of aces. You feel what I'm saying? So let's keep all of this in perspective when you're evaluating the New York Knicks.
And also on that too, come back to me with this in April. Come back to me in March when they're banged up and they're getting injuries. We've taken 3 punches. We got knocked out in the same round and got back up, and we swinging and fighting. Show me when Embiid goes down. Show me when KP's injured that they go on their bum streak. Show me when all these other teams that get hurt or injured later on, how that's going to look.
Look, but Dwight, I hate to be the fucking party pooper, guys, but
Go for it.
Oh, go for it. You've been doing it all show. Go for it.
We play them. We play them tomorrow, Saturday, at 12:30, 12 o'clock, matinee game, like you said. We'll have off. Everybody's off Sunday, but then we gotta play them again, and we're only lucky by that they play us we play them both at home on Monday. So we're playing the Bucks Saturday, and we're playing the Bucks Monday. Talk about that, Jackson.
Okay, and that's what we talked about. We're playing them when and look at that. All the times we played them, Mitch is down. This guy didn't play. RJ didn't play, and that's okay. We're taking punches and we're taking these teams, but guess what that gives us? Experience. So in the playoff, when we healthier, we running. We know the.
I'm saying we beat them 2 out of 2.
Yeah, they got our number because
down.
They haven't.
We owe them.
That's what we intend to do.
They owe us.
That's what we intend to do. But listen, there's some teams that just have your number. They're a really good team. And yes, salute to Delano Steele. You are absolutely correct. It killed me to give Miami Heat that much props. It did kill me, as it made you. It was very difficult. But again, you know what real men do? Real recognize real. You know what I'm saying? You got to speak the truth. And that's what they got. They got culture. They got a coach. And they got a system. That's what we strive into.
Fuck the fucking Heat, man. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Didn't I teach you better? I don't give a ish about the Heat. This is POF, the organic Knicks, the organic fanatic.
If you knew where I was going.
We're not sweet Heats here.
Anyway. That's what we're talking about. So we got the Bucks Saturday. We got the Monday. I got us splitting the Bucks. I got us taking the L on the first.
2 for 2. 2 for 2.
So you got. If you got us splitting the Bucks, that means you got 50 cents.
Yep, I got 50 cents. I got us losing.
Yeah.
And I got us winning on Christmas Day.
Which one, the Saturday one or the Monday one?
I said I think we're losing tomorrow. And I think we went on Christmas Day.
You want to be all specific about it?
I said it.
All right.
So in the beginning of the show.
All right. Well, I mean, Delano Steele, I think my brother was just making a point on the topic of size. We never give props to the Miami Sweets. We were just bringing up facts. Although we do, I almost did on my butt. Anyways, yeah. So
the fact is, you forget that in the regular season last year we spanked them all the way, except in the fucking in the playoffs. But the regular season we spanked them the whole entire time, right? We owned them, right? We owned them, right? You forget about when we owned them, right? You forget about.
No.
Yeah. So anyway, so besides that, the Bucks is going to be a tough win. I definitely hear you on that. Michael Drake of the tough teams, the winning teams, I agree. But it's going to take, and again, we just switched a starter for a bench player. This is another cog that's going to slow us down. We had a downshift, as my brother was talking about, to get our traction and our RPMs back up. That's something that we're adjusting to again. getting RJ back into rhythm like I was playing in the beginning of the season. So it's going to take time. Other teams that played together for a long time, that been together, as the New Knicks was talking about, they already know what they got to do. They have their roles mastered. We don't have that. But at the end of the season, I'm liking our chances. I'm not doing the 50-plus burger. I got us at 47, 44, in that range, even with the stumbling we got. As New Knicks was saying, we got the best record we started off with since 2012. So I like what we got going. Do we need to get somebody to go back to the point that the New Knicks was talking about, at Michael Drake and half of our fan base? Do we get somebody? Do we need to upgrade on size? Do we need to get somebody? It's possible we can, but how do you do it? You don't risk your assets. You don't make a trade. What I think you can do is when it gets closer to the playoffs, you're going to see the other teams start making moves and waiving players that you didn't think that they would waive, and then you can take advantage and pick up players at the waiver wire that's going to be free. You know, again, there's other players out there. Kem Birch, you got Dwayne Dedman. Those are two guys I like in the waiver wire. If you're going to get somebody, Dwayne Dedman can shoot threes. He's a good blocker and rebounder. He played before. I like him. He's a 7-footer. He's big. He can space the floor if that's what you guys want. Someone who can shoot three. Dwayne Dedman's very good, experienced NBA player. Kem Birch is a rebounder, blocker, kind of like what Mitch did. That's another good player we can get. But the Knicks went with Taj. If we get somebody, those are two good players that I really like who have NBA experience, which that's key. NBA experience. The kid in G, who's nice, Dimitro, who's really good. I like his game, but he has no NBA experience. Tibbs ain't going to give him that burn. Tibbs is not going to trust him. Like, look how long it took Sims, and Sims is a beast to get into the system. If Tibbs don't know you or trust you, you ain't getting burned.
Hey, listen to this. Listen to this. You're aware that, okay, after we play the Bucks Saturday, we play them again Monday, right?
Mm-hmm.
At home. Then you're aware that on Wednesday we go away to play OKC.
Yes.
And then we go away to play Pacers.
Yes.
And then we go away to play who do we play? Orlando, I believe.
Those are going to be tough games.
Yeah, so they're all five.
It's back to back. One of them is back to back. I believe Orlando, and then the Pacers back to back. Let me double check.
Those are going to be two tough games. Right now, we're tied with the Pacers. I'm sorry, with Orlando for fourth place. So we're tied.
So Wednesday we play the OKC. Friday, the Magic. On the 30th, we play on a back to back the Pacers.
Mike, let me see what's in your left hand.
And then on New Year's Day, we're back home to play the Timberwolves.
I swear this nigga is drinking Four Locos, bro. I promise you, this nigga's drinking Four Locos.
Yeah,
I can't see that shit. Whatever it is.
We ain't even on Saucy Sunday, boy. Anyway, all that to say is that all this that we're talking about, trades, picking up people, get going down, all this stuff, and guess what? We're still tied for fourth place. We still tied for fourth. What are we talking about, guys?
Yeah, we just had a heated debate on like everybody energy's all in the wrong place, my nigga. Yo, calm the fuck down, everybody, bro.
We're in fourth place.'re not in 10th. We're not like the Atlanta Hawks right now. Like, I don't understand this. We're in fourth place.
Listen. Yeah, go ahead. I'm just saying, listen, we're in fourth place, and RJ Barrett has been playing like shit.
What else?
Like, come on, guys. Let's
for the year. We still in fourth place. Sims sprained an ankle. We still in fourth place. Randall sucked for the first 5 games, getting in shape. We're still in fourth.
Nah. It took Randall about 10 to 15 games to come around. It took him about 10, 15 games to come around back to his more or less turning that corner. But I mean, let's look at the whole spectrum, people. Relax. Take a fucking bar.
And Delano saying, I can't believe the turnaround the Orlando Magic had in one season from lottery pick to one of the best teams in the Eastern. Yeah, listen, Orlando's balling. I live in Orlando, so I watch them. I'm a junkie. I watch all of them. Orlando,
they had the number 1 pick. How many of them?
They've had multiple, and I'm talking about maybe 10
yo, DSJ, my guy. Let's look at that. Let's look at break it down for him.
They've had Paulo Banchero. They got Jalen Suggs. They have Markel Fultz. They got Franz Wagner. They've had they got Okiki. I can go down. I watch this team. I see them. They have at least in the last 10 years, and they still got maybe 6 first round right now. 6 to 7 first round. And I'm talking about 5 first round. They got top 10 first round picks right now.
Hey, DSJ is my nigga. We both mods on Blawrence Tears. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Blawrence Tears. DSJ is my guy. But come on, hey D. Yo, DSJ, my nigga. They got multiple round draft picks. They gonna turn around that quick. They young.
No. To his point though, Orlando is playing them good. So Suggs had a huge turnaround. Last year, Suggs was playing terrible. He was almost out the rotation, but he is playing. Suggs is probably having the most improved player. So if you look at him, he's one that's stepping up crazy. Jalen Suggs, it's either he's taking a bump right before the game, because for 48 minutes, this kid is playing like a pit bull with no chain.
I mean, you could say that a lot about a big majority of those players, like Halliburton's turning that corner. Like a lot of these players are really turning that corner. That's what's making the competition a lot tougher. Just like IQ's making that turn around the corner. Like a lot of these young players are really balling. And especially if you have a team like Orlando that got multiple first round drafts, like these kids are first round drafts for no apparent reason. You're coming into the NBA as a #1 round draft pick, like.
No shots, Delano. No shots at all. We appreciate you coming. You're right.
Nah, that's my nigga. That's my nigga. Salute.
Hold on. We got a newbie, Rogelio Tavares. Yeah, we got a first time on the
Salute.
Rogelio Tavares. All right, but Rogelio, welcome. But that's a little crazy take. That's un poquito loco. But he said, "Hey, just because you're new time, I'm going to read it. I'm going for it." He said, Julius Randle's stake is at an all-time high right now. His value's at all-time high. We should trade him for Zion, whose stock is really low.
El Diablo. What?
Listen, he said that we should listen, and I agree with Zion's stock being low, and we could strike. I definitely don't think trading him for Randle, whose only 2 players are doing better than him is Giannis and Joker. So you can't replace those stats with someone who's not putting up stats. Now, would you make a move for picks and stuff like that to try to sneak him in and have him play behind Randle? I'd have him play behind Randle until he gets in shape and he overpowers and dominates Randle. Maybe I'll do that.
Hey, Dwight. Let's keep in mind, like us as podcasters, we have a responsibility as well. We have to keep in mind that we have a New York fan base. It's Friday. Everybody just got their check, and they not going home without drinks or something to fucking go down. You know what I mean? A lot of us are saucy. A lot of people are tired. So, you know what I mean?
Randall's got a brand to keep, man. He's not gonna anyway leave that New York market with the brand he's got with Skechers. Okay? So he's not trying to give up whatever for, he's not going to go out like that. He's a better player, first of all. You can't compare Zion to Randle right now. You can't hold up Zion to Randle right now. No fucking way.
What he's saying, no, Mike, but what he's saying, you can hear me? Yeah, no, what he's saying, it's, I think the office wouldn't go for that move.
You don't trade someone who's going to be in the rafters, Randle, unless you're going to get someone to match his stats or better. That's just me.
Bro, they don't even compare.
I agree with you. I agree, but I'm saying it being that Zion stock for this, and I'm going to sidebar because my guy brought it up here.
In the last 4 years, Randall's been an all-star twice. How many in the last 4 years? How many games has Zion played?
Never. That's the whole point.
All right, let's go and get to his point.
Zion's stock is so low right now, but he is a generational player. We brought it up early in the year.
Zion is a generational. Stop the fucking noise, yo. Stop that noise.
Okay. If you don't agree with it, that's
generational player.
All right, Mike.
Generational player. Zion is a generational player. Kill that fucking noise. Don't believe the hype.
Okay, yeah. Some of us are turned up than others, so this is what it.
Don't believe the hype.
Zion is at his lowest stock right now, so that's when you can strike. Right? And then it's also, and from what they said,
he's a generational player at his lowest stock right now.
My guy.
Yeah. I promise this is the podcast that I smoked the most bogeys, bro.
Oh my God, bro. Anyway, his 3 years, because of his stock being so low, he hasn't been listening to the team. They basically reneged his last 3 years that they gave him for that Supermax. So now you can strike that he's a low stock. You can strike at him now. So I do agree with Rogelio Tavares. He does one out. He's a generational player. He is someone that wants to be out of there. And I think you can strike. Now, you don't give away nothing for him but picks. You don't trade anything. Maybe a Grimes. Maybe a Grimes. I don't know about an IQ because you got to get the money to match. You sign and trade. I definitely don't want to get rid of IQ for him. But you make that move. I think
Rogelio, we agree with you. He does want out. But if you're coming to the Knicks, you're gonna have to force your way out and like really try to get here without us losing anything. You gotta be the willing participant to take some of the L and sacrifice to come and be on this team. That means, I don't think the other teams are gonna propose to deals of the magnitude where we need them to come to, but it's almost like the Donovan Mitchell. We're gonna let things play out and let him come when he comes. And we're not making anything crazy.
I agree with Delano Steele Jr. says, so let's look at both sides of the negative about Zion Williams. If he's legitimately injured, usually, then we can get rid of our most durable player. If he's playing hurt, then he's unprofessional. So there are some caveats of why you would not want to take that risk. He's unprofessional. He's injury prone. He's not being a professional by staying in shape. Now he could be using those as tactics to get out as a disgruntled player. He could be using those as tactics, as what you were talking about. Munich.
You're talking about the laziest player in the NBA versus the hardest working durable player in the NBA.
Mike, I'm gonna need you to listen. Hold up, Mike. I'm gonna need you to stop burping and listen. What Dwight is saying is that maybe Zion is doing that because the
laziest player in the NBA.
Mike, if you see his reaction when he got signed to New Orleans, it's plain as day that he didn't want to be there. So he's been going against the organization since day one. Maybe he wanted to be the face
of New York. So you're saying he's acting this way because he's never wanted to be there?
He's pulling a Harding. He's pulling a Harding. When Harding didn't want to be in
He's not that clever. He's not that clever.
James Harden did it 3 times.
It's nothing about being clever about staying sloppy and not working out.
He's not that savvy of a business person as James Harden. Let me put it to you like that.
James Harden did it 3 times.
I agree with DSJ. He's not professional, but I also agree with you that he might be doing it for intentional purposes to get out of that contract and make his way to play with his buddy RJ Barrett.
Hey, Delano got.
Wait. Okay, with that line of thinking, wait. So, with that line of thinking that you have, right? Last year, when he realized how good that the team was before he got healthy and back on the court. Remember?
Yes.
He realized how good they were playing and that they were contenders because the Pelicans at one point out west last year were contenders, and they still kind of are. There's a sleeper. All right, hold on. Follow my thought.
I'm following.
Before he realized and he saw and he's like, you know what? Oh wow, these guys are actually good. I want to stay here. And he came back on the court, right? Right?
Yeah. Your point?
So he knew he was on a good team. He's on a good team. He actually is on a good team.
But you know what?
So he wants to leave that. He wants to leave a team that he looked at and he thought initially a year ago that, oh, these guys are actually good. Let me get my shit together before all the scandals. Let me get my shit together because I want to get back on the court and make this a better team because we can actually contend in the West.
But what happened?
Right?
What happened when that was happening? He got a big ass contract. They gave him 2 months. They gave him 2. So I would too. You know, I kind of like.
The only thing I think about is that girl who put that shit out about him drinking soda.
Mike, do I sound
That's the real Zion, yo. That's what you talk.
All right, guys. Look. All right, thank you, sir. So we talking, guys. My mind is litty. Anyway, so we would talk about someone that Zion that we would make a risk because it's low risk. I mean, high risk, but high risk, high reward. If it's not going to take a lot to get him, at that point, if it's not going to take a lot to get him, you can't make the move. However, to the same thought that we tell you guys, if you're trying to get someone else, who do you want? You have to think about where is he going to play, who's going to be removed, who do you get rid of, and how do
you already know the answer to that. They tried that shit when Randall was in New Orleans and signed Zion. They clashed. They cannot play together. So if Zion does come here and we do take a risk,
we're not trying to trade with New Orleans. We already traded with them already before in the last 5 years twice. With the point guard and with Randall. We were done trading with New Orleans, and we're not going to go trade no shit. Kill that noise.
Listen, Rogelio, we're not getting Zion. I'm going to just be straight up and down honest. We're not getting him. We're not going for him, and we're not trading for him. Sorry.
That's a pipe dream that's not going to work unless he's willing to come off the bench and work out. That's it. If he's not going to come off the bench, you're not going to make that move for him. You're not going to. He's not going. And I think Delano had said earlier that we should trade to New Orleans to get one of the other players, that small forward. That's not going to happen either. So to address long-winded convo of do we make a move this year for any of these players, the Drummonds, all of that? No, because this was like 35 minutes ago, 40 minutes that we had to come back to circle back to that 40 minutes ago. We're not going to make any of those moves. So you're not making a move for Drummond, and if you do, it's after all these other teams make their moves. If Chicago's really crashing right before the end of
all bullshit aside, Dwight, can you agree with me that this is a very conservative front office?
Yes,
they're not making any moves, like Phil said. They're not making any drastic moves. They're very fucking cautious. They made this move right now with Tosh I think for me it was a good gamble. Okay, you're talking about a veteran who knows the system, been with fucking Fibs for the last 10, 15 years or whatever. That's a given.
Oh shit!
I told you in the beginning of the season, it's a logical move. If you're talking about a backup at a 5 or a 4, Tosh. And not only that, I'm all for New Yorkers being on our squad. Number one, first of all, for me personally, that's the way I feel about it. Anyways, giving aside, whatever, he's here. I told you should have been here, and he's here now. Okay, so not only that, we got him on a I don't know how much we got him for, a very cheap price, and it was one of those, what do you call those moves where low gamble, high stake, whatever you want to call it.
Low risk, high reward.
Low risk, high reward. That kind of move.
Gotcha. You're right.
And it's one of those things. So, and he's a New Yorker. I'm big on that.
Brooklyn. Zoo. Okay.
And so anyways, so this is a very conservative front office. They're not gonna make anything big. They made a small big move right now with Taj, and it's not even fucking January yet, bro. So
that's a good segue into our next topic, which is anything else.
What?
Taj is good.
So, but with Taj, all that to say, we're talking about our front office. So, have you seen the clip art that we had, the thumbnail, as you see, as our front office? All this long segue, which was, it took us a while to get out here, but it took us a minute. We was fighting, clawing, and trying to get straighten up and fly right. Anyway, so we hear the front office that we have Leon Rose. All that to say, if you heard the Tibbs video clip we put, Tibbs said he's even willing to put Randall at center. He said Josh Hart. He would put Josh Hart at center. You understand the commitment of Thibodeau? Do you understand the mindset of him? The psycho.
Yo, he's gonna build that couch.
Yo, let me ask you something. Yo, so let me ask you guys. Let me ask you. Phil, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Right now, available. Would you go after a guy like Wiseman or Mo Bamba?
Mike. Okay, check this out. My answer to you is we've been fucking repeating on this same fucking episode 39 times, which you just said that the fucking front office is so diligent. Where did these folks go, bro? I thought you switched glasses and got smarter, but obviously.
But right now, what I'm asking is right now. In January, are we making a move?
No. We're putting dudes at 5, my nigga. We're putting dudes at 5. Leave it alone.
Yeah, there's no moves to make. First of all, just to entertain it.
Right now in December, you saying we're not making any moves in January 15th?
No, Mike. We're getting LeBron, Zion, and AD, bro. We're getting everybody.
No, you're gonna get. Hold on, let me understand this. You want to
get LeBron, Zion, and AD.
You want to get Wiseman. Wiseman, who hasn't played in NBA, he can't make it in Detroit. Detroit is 2-90. They've lost.
I'm talking about backup center.
He can't even back up the backup of the worst team in the NBA. He can't back up the worst team in the NBA.
Ain't nobody out there that the Knicks can land in January.
Okay, to say it again, I'm gonna say it one more time. Hey, you know what? Hey, New Knicks. Maybe there's other drunk people too. Maybe there's other drunk people that aren't.
No. Keep walking was right. Mike is feeling good though. Keep walking is right. Mike is feeling really fucking good.
Mike
so good that he's fucking taking us under the bridge, under the water. This nigga turned the car into a fucking submarine.
Yo, my guy.
Wow.
The answer is no. You're not gonna pick up anyone else. To be clear, Thibodeau, the coach, the guy who talks to Rosas, the guy who talks to Leon, said he's willing to play Randall and Josh Hart, who's all of 6'3", as a center. If you don't understand the commitment,
we're good right now.
He's not going to pick anyone else. Unless the dudes is in the locker room right this moment. There's no one else coming into the team. No one.
Keep walking. If you want to hear that, you're gonna have to go back an hour into the fucking podcast. I'm not repeating that question to this fucking Modelo.
Yo, please, like.
Look, hey,
share, like, and subscribe.
Hit that notification.
Hey, for
Hit that notification every Friday, every Sunday night.
Hey, we've already gone this far for shits and giggles. Hey, Machete, Keith Watkins, just for shits and giggles, wants to know why would you think Wiseman would be someone we would go after? I'm curious at this point too.
He was a high draft pick. He didn't turn out well over there at Golden State. He still got starter minutes. He did play a little bit. It's one of those low risk, high reward. You don't know. He could. You don't know. The only thing you're worried about is that maybe how he would develop in our system. But I would take a chance with that guy. I would take a chance with that guy because he was a top 10 draft pick. I believe he was what top 5.
He went back to the shades.
Top 2 pick.
He was top 2 pick.
It's fucking 7:04. He went back to the shades. Mike, put on your reading glasses and read the chat. We're all laughing, Mike. What are you doing?
He was a top 2 pick. He would be a good center backup.
Okay,
on that alone.
Where do you play him? You know what? I'm not even gonna go.
I said at center backup.
Got you. Hey, come on. Hey, Keith, you can't say we don't fit to the chat.
You can pick him up. What is he doing? What's he doing in Detroit?
Keith, this is what my cousin makes me do. He makes me grab the bottle of Henny, the bud, the bogeys. I need about 20 things to talk about the Knicks with this nigga, B. Jesus.
Bill, why, yo? I actually wanted him before he got drafted. I would have liked Wiseman. Wiseman was a high pick coming out of college. He was very good. Coming out of college, Wiseman was very good.
Are we going 4 years?
I would have liked to have drafted him, but we didn't. He got drafted 2nd overall over at Golden State.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
He didn't develop for whatever reason. He doesn't have a very high motor, they say, whatever.
He blew out his knee. He had a knee surgery. Anyway, you know what? Thanks, Keith. We tried. I agree with Mike.
Keith, bro, we tried. Like, this is...
Listen, this is my family. All right. Bringing it back.
Get Wiseman on the cheap. You can get Wiseman on the cheap. On the very cheap, you can get that.
You know what? We do need a wise man right now. We need a wise man this very moment.
Yeah, if you could transfer those shades into your fucking regular reading glasses and see.
Yo, I'm just saying that he's just one. He's not the only one. I'm just saying that he's maybe one, but there's other ones out there.
But why? If you have Hartenstein, you have Sims, you have Todd.
My main question is, what are we doing in January? What are we going? Are we going to do anything or what?
I want to talk. Excuse me. I'm sorry, Mike. Press pause for a second. Mike, the specialist. I sent you in the chat something that I needed on the board right now. Remember what I sent you on the board? So we played that for the audience. Cause we tired of this nigga, right? Listen, the nigga said, if I don't curse, if I don't threaten nobody, that means I can say what I want, right? Right. We tired of this nigga right here. This nigga right here, we tired of this nigga. This drunk nigga right here, we tired of him.
Hey, we appreciate you guys holding on. We give you entertaining value. Hey, this is a bunch of our Knicks Nation right here. That some of them be saucy when in the comments. We just happen to have a live one, a live saucy guy. So, all going back.
Yo, we have a fucking game on Saturday tomorrow against the Bucks, and then we have a game on Monday against the Bucks.
Just ask me a question.
Let's talk about that shit. What?
You ask me a question, I'm going to answer it. In January, we're not going to make a move. If we do, I'm going to say it one more time because maybe you didn't hear the first 4 times I said it. We're going to wait till every other team makes their trades and waive people. Whoever they waive, a Daniel Theis or whatever, then we can probably look for somebody. If there's someone in the waiver wire now, a Dwayne Dedman, a Kem Birch, something like that. Leon is frugal as hell. He's not going to pay anything. He's not going to give up nothing for a move that's not going to get us nowhere. None of these moves are going to do anything for us but keep us in the same run we're at right now. Right now, we're in fourth, so there's no moves going to be made. Everyone's getting evaluated now. That's what Leon's doing. And then you got Gilbert Rosas. You don't see Phil? Then you got Gilbert Rosas, who was in Houston before, who ended up getting James Harden before, and he made other moves and got Chris Paul. So Gerson Rosas made moves before to get players. But these moves that you're looking for, a big name star, whatever, that's not happening until after the season. We're looking at who we have now, who stays, who goes. That's what's happening right now this whole year. And everybody's riding together, and we're just going to do whatever we have. And this team is going to be together until the end of the season, till June.
What about that Canadian kid? What about that? I forget his name. The white boy at the center. He plays the 4 or the 5. The Canadian guy that played with RJ on the Canadian team.
Olynyk?
Yes.
There's a lot of controversy or people asking about Olynyk too. Olynyk doesn't play defense. He's not strong enough to really play against major fives. And again,
oh my God, just sent it in the chat.
You're gonna go ahead and make a trade for this player, which I think he's playing in Utah, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right? Can anybody in the chat? I'm pretty sure he's playing in Utah. And guess who's running the organization in Utah? Jack the Ripper, Ainge himself. You think he tried to get 5 for marketing, who's injury?
You know, low key, Utah's a better team than a lot of people predicted and thought. I think the Knicks, they were a sneaky team. We underestimated them. But I think because of Olynyk and Lauri Markkanen, because they're the ones who beat us in that game, Utah was a low-key, sneaky team that we underestimated going in out there in that first game in the West. And not only that, I think also the altitude. So I'll give them that, Utah. But Olynyk, everybody's always been talking about Olynyk. Olynyk I never liked because he was drafted by the Boston Celtics, I believe, or whenever he played with Boston, but Olynyk has always been problems with us for the Knicks. He's always been problems, a handful. He's always been a handful. And so because of that, I don't like him because he always played hard against the Knicks, Olynyk. But everybody's been always talking about him, but I don't like him because, he was always a Celtics and shit. But, he plays Utah. Utah is still a good team, man. I think out west, people sleep on Utah. But if they keep their shit together over there with the squad they got, with Olynyk and fucking Markkanen out there, and you're talking about Danny Ainge. You're talking about Danny Ainge out there in the fucking West, man. If you can make it out West.
It's Danny?
Utah, so somewhere in the middle that is still surprised the higher tier team because they're better than the Lakers who are rated who are rated to go all the way. The Lakers are rated to go all the way, but I think Utah's still a better team.
Mike, I got a little message for you. Hey, Mike, can you hear the form one time real quick?
Playing that, Mike? Angelo?
Utah beat us, and we still played against the really good teams. We beat Phoenix at home. We played for the Clippers, who are winning 8 games in a row.
More than that.
You're talking about the Clippers. The Clippers were a joke in the beginning. The Clippers were a joke in the beginning of the season with Harden and PG and Kawhi Leonard, but you're talking about Harden and PG and Kawhi Leonard, and we went out them. They still beat us.
As long as I don't press it,
Hey, Machete, someone in the chat asked you a question. They want to know what's in your cup so they can go to the store and get it. You're talking about Utah. We're a Knicks team. I get it. Utah wants to sink their ship right now. Danny Ainge is, first of all, he's not happy that they're winning. He doesn't want them winning because that makes their.
This is to what you said. As long as I don't not happy that they're winning. So you prove my point. What I'm saying is that they are a sneaky good team in the West. We played them in their house.
And as long as I don't threaten it,
barely lost.
I can say what I
They
want.
lost every game prior to playing us. They lost every game. They were on a 6-game losing streak.
We sick and tired.
Players are free on the
I don't curse him out. And as long as I don't threaten him, I can say what I want. Am I correct?
Yeah. So
We sick and tired of that nigga there.
Utah, anyway, we're not going to Danny Ainge. Olynyk, to answer your question, Michelle, Olynyk is playing in Utah. Utah has Danny Ainge as their president of basketball operations, who's going to try to rob you for someone who's not worth 2 second rounders. Kelly Olynyk is not worth 2 second rounders. He's 31. I can't hear. I know he's playing.
I can say what I want. Am I correct?
I'll stop him while you play that. Yeah, I was playing in the background anyway. So all that to say is that Kelly Olynyk, a lot of people want it. Okay, that's good. If you could, so I'm gonna go back, Elok, if you guys are hearing the clip. Hey, Mike, on replay, you got it? All right, good. So anyway, he's talking about Kelly Olynyk. Kelly Olynyk is a good player. He is not worth 2 second-round picks, if anything. He's in his last year of his restricted free agency, unrestricted free agent. He's 31 years old. He comes off the books this year. They can try to get something for him. The only person who's going to give him anything for him would be the New York Knicks. Why would you do that when he's going to be an unrestricted free agent? You don't trade for him. And again, it's Danny Ainge.
Like I said, I don't want Kenny Olynyk. I don't like him because he was a Boston Celtic. So I'm like that. I don't want him just because of that fact. Everybody's talking about him. That's the only reason I brought him up. But I'm not a fan of him. You know, he's been traded to like on his 4th team. He's like on his 5th fucking team.
Your comment, brother. You still watching though? We thank you for watching anyway. So all that to say, thank you. I appreciate that, Machete. But Olynyk's not coming here. None of the players in Utah, we're not going to get him. He's not going to trade for us. So move on from Utah. Okay. We're not getting anybody. It's not going to happen. We're not getting anybody. I don't care who you come up with. Everybody that gives you any scenario, if you're in the chat, if you're watching the video, anybody in any podcast that they say, oh, we could go here. You've never hear who's going to be removed, whose place they're taking.
All right. Can I make a quick point, Dwight? All right. So I compare our percentages to the team in the West. We are at 5.93%, which is what Dallas is right now. 5.93. All right. So they're 16-11. We're 16-11. We're on a 2-game winning streak. They're on a 2-game losing streak.
Talking about Dallas.
So my point is that compared to the West, we are where Dallas Mavericks are right now.
All right, and what position is that? What position is that?
So then in the West, compared to the West, Dallas is in 6th in the West. So equivalently, so what I was saying is that the West is a better than the East, right? West right now is the best, right? Right now, West is the best. They got better because their top 5 teams are.
Okay, yes. I agree with you. Yes, West is the best. You don't have to say the top 5.
We are right now neck and neck with Dallas at 16-11 at 0.93%.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's my point. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So right now we're
in the East.
Overall, then that means we are only overall. If we're talking about the number one team in the West, which will be theoretically the number one team in the NBA, which is the Minnesota Timberwolves, at 0.778%, at 21-6.
You're putting me to sleep with all these stats.
You're going on with these crazy stats. That's fine. To your point. You're gonna give me. I got you. We got it. We're comparable. West is good. Blah 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 blah. if we're let's to even entertain your thought there. If we're even close to Dallas, is Dallas selling off everybody? Are they trading people? Are they firing their coach? Are they looking to trade Luka Doncic? Are they trying to get Kyrie out of there? No, they're just gonna figure it out and play. Long story short, this is a long-winded podcast. I appreciate you guys for being with us. Fuck around and find out Friday because apparently that's what's happening right now.
That is definitely the fucking title. Fuck around and find out Fridays, boy.
Hey, and to Rob Stack, you ain't like it. Hey, we definitely different. You ain't never seen nothing like this. That's for sure. We organic. That's for sure. That's who we are. We're organic to who we are. We don't lie to who we are. We be to ourselves, but we talk real Knicks talk, real basketball talk, and say
a whole lot of bullshit, especially when this nigga's drunk. Look, he's talking on mute.
All that, yo. We don't sugarcoat nothing. We're giving you all the info, whether it was how we delivered it may be special, but the info we give you is dope. The info we give you is legit.
Yeah, this nigga's upside down, bro.
All right, so anyway, all that to say is that the organization, I feel, in my opinion, the new Knicks, I think, can concur, and he was expressing the same opinion. Thibodeau told you in his own words, he's riding.
What I was trying to say is that we are more or less 6 games.
And he's back. More, all that to say. Yo,
the pot is over, bro.
The Knicks are 6.
We're off the air. We're off the air right now. We're off the air. All that to say is that we're going to stay with who we have. Keep us dying. Help us, bro. Help us. Next time I'm going to give you a clip. He's back. He's back from more. Yo, chill. Let me finish. We try to close this, bro. We try to close this. We've been on the air a long time. He said he found the button. He found the. He hacked into M Specialist.
This nigga is lost like a bitch.
Bro, let me finish this segment, bro. You want to say final thoughts so I can close this out? Dime, ¿qué tú quieres decir? Dime, what else you got to say? Who's the West LeBron anyway?
Bro, he had enough. All right, let's shut this down, bro.
All that to say.
Let's wrap it up.
Yo, we're as good as that. We're as good or equivalent to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out.
Our biggest competitors.
Share, follow, like, share, subscribe.
They beat us early in the season, and we're good or the equivalent to them. They got our numbers. They got our number.
Yo, listen, everybody.
And not only that, the number 1 team in the East is Boston. We ain't scared of Boston. What are you talking about? You know, we got Boston's number. What are you?
Yo,
Hey, Mike, shut the fuck up. Hey, listen, everybody. I would like to thank y'all for coming out and sharing this fucking bullshit. Fuck around and find out Fridays. You know what I mean? Apologies on my cousin's sauciness. Yeah, I mean, we greatly appreciate where the fuck we was trying to go. But
look, I can't.
The GPS got lost.
Hey, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. You can guess.
Hey, and listen, everybody, we are Dominican different. We are Dominican
motherfucking Merry Christmas shit.
Hey, we're gonna play a game. If you can guess what he was saying, if you can guess what he said while he was on,
put it in the comments.
Put it in the comments. Yo, you get a shout out if you guessed it right. We appreciate you guys tuning in with us. You know we're a little different. We special.
Yo, we're gonna be top 3. Watch. Top 3. Watch.
Yeah, we top third. We top third in it.
Wait, there's more.
Shout out to the chat. Yeah, I mean, we not here without y'all. Yeah, I mean, shout out to everybody visualizing us, replay gang, everybody out there. You know what I mean? Shout outs to Two Shots Pronto, big supporter and wingman of the pod of the show. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Mike the Specialist. Shout out to Michael Drake. Shout out to Keith Watkins. Shout out to Rogelio. Sorry, I don't want to fumble the last name.
Rogelio Tavares. Rosetta, you gotta say Latino, bro. You're Latino, you can't get it wrong. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. Michael Dre, Keith Watkins, The Loyals Forever, Delano, Steele Jr. We appreciate you. Sean Legacy, everybody. We definitely appreciate y'all. All love it. We always have a good time.
The new Knicks full brim salute to everybody out here with us. You know what I mean? Thank you for being here with us. Could have been anywhere else in the world, drunk with anybody else in the world, but you know what I mean? Y'all supposed to get songs.
Seriously,
there he is. Say your outro, Mike.
Shouts out to God first.
What?
The Most High, absolutely. The most. Hey, he's drunk, but even when he's drunk, he knows the Most High gets all the praise. All glory.
Hey, what he said? Blah 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 blah.
He said he's supposed that out of God. That's true. Most High to Yahweh, the Most High. We appreciate the Father of all time. It is a Shabbat. We appreciate you guys for joining us. Prayers and blessings out to you guys. And yes, appreciate you guys.
City and Squad.
And Angelo, take us out of here. Appreciate
Yo, get us the fuck out of here, special.
Fields in the building. My God, what's good?
And yeah, yo, this was the most complicated pod.
My guy.
Yo, but Mike said that it was one of the best.
Sounds like it's about to go down in here.
Really? Hey.
Yo, telling you. It was definitely great though.
Hey, people were chatting. That's the most people we had in our chat going back and forth. So, hey, salute to Miguel and his drunkenness. That's the understatement. Hey, apparently it worked out. It worked out to the best. It was
Yo, y'all niggas did great, bro. Y'all niggas did great.
They say, Angelo, we appreciate you niggas.
Thank you, bro. One.
Happy holidays.
Oh, we'll be on before the holidays is coming.
So you going to Jesse?
Oh, okay. Hey, happy holidays. Good looking out, Mikey.
Look, safe. Let me know.
All right, one.